my dear viewers. I bring to you another insightful session on great principles today. I'm Seema Chhoriya, and I'm looking forward to be in conversation with Mrs. Neetu Gupta. Dare to dream, dream of a different life, dream of a future that looks better. There is no secret to achieve your dreams. You just need to put the hard work one step at a time. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Neetu Gupta, Principal, SNS Vidya Mandir, Jammu. Welcome to Great Principles, ma'am. It's truly an honor to have you today with us.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. I feel honored to be here.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We are truly privileged to have an opportunity to share your journey and spotlight you. So let us begin where it all started. So once upon a time, you realized you had an innate skill of teaching effectively, and that's when you decided that you would make a great educator. So tell me, what measures have you taken to polish that skill and make teaching more meaningful today?
According to me, I believe that I need to make my students, my children, socially responsible and economically progressive, productive, so that they may enjoy a successful life. That is the main thing. And for this, still from the beginning, I was working, and as I started my career. Charity begins at home. So I started teaching my own brother in the beginning, and then I decided to be a teacher after that. The journey began from a teacher to a leader at present. So the thing is, all your dreams come true when you have courage to pursue them. That is the main thing.
So tell me, ma'am, what do you think are the main skills that are required for teacher of today?
The main skills a teacher which requires nowadays, as first of all, if a teacher is well equipped with the decision making, then we'll be having problem solving and patience, the main thing. If a teacher is patient, then the teacher will be able to do justice with the kids.
So patience is the biggest quality that we are, and I think that after very much required. We are seeing that how children are changing, how emotionally they have a setback due to this, and I'm sure now teachers will require to be much more patient than ever. What do you think?
Teachers need to be more patient, as sometimes being maximum of them are coming from the nuclear families. Earlier, the students were living in the children were there in the joint families, and they were learning a lot with their own daily experiences. At present, maximum of them, they are coming from the nuclear families, and uh, sorry to say that both parents are working also, less time spent with the kids and all. So that duty will also help the students from the teachers. They are getting an emotional touch also from the teachers itself. They are basically the role models for their students also. They are giving them the moral values also, what to do, how to do, and in general daily basis they are learning so many things in the school. During this pandemic, that is lacking amongst the children. And hopefully, maybe with the God grace, after a few days, we'll be back to our own routine work, and we'll see our children in the school premises, and the same whatever we were having earlier, the normal routine will follow the same, and the children will enjoy their life properly.
Absolutely, ma'am. I completely agree with you. With today's scenario, when both the parent are working, it is extremely important that children have someone to have to, just to be with them. The human touch, the feeling that yes, someone is there to listen to is very much important, and that's the major role the teacher is playing today. So yes, to all my dear teachers, hats off to you. You are playing multiple roles, and we are looking forward that soon our children are back into your guidance, into your conditioning. So that is what is required. Moving ahead in our conversation, ma'am, schools are home away from home, and it is necessary we provide an enriching environment and learning experience to the young minds under our responsibility. Besides the capable teachers, of course. So, how can schools ensure a productive and a holistic learning experience?
When we are talking about holistic learning must prepare our children for their future and help them tackle any of life's uncertainties. You know, life is unpredictable. You never
True.
know, you have to face new challenges at all. Education must focus the child as whole, which means the schools must follow a pedagogy which caters to the physical, emotional, social, and cognitive development of a child. As earlier I told you that teacher is working as a counselor, as a friend, as a mother. Normally for the toddlers we are calling them as mother teachers, because they are there with them 5 to 6 hours a day, and they are working like a mother in the school. In the same way, I will take an example. If a child is having interest in the building building things, so
Right.
teacher is the one who will help the child for building, guide that child what to do next. Excitement, the child is full of excitement for building things. The teacher will show various learning activities to the child, like
Right.
that involve the building of structures on the sand, and reading books about builders. M- uh, Toddlers will start with the blocks and all. So teacher is basically a guide to help the child to reach their own interests and all. School is not just about the getting good grades. It is truly about equipping a child with all the skills what they require basically, and he or she needs to live a quality life according to their interests.
Completely agree with you, ma'am. And that is what I think everyone sends their children to school. It's not only about the literacy skills, it's about preparing them for life, right?
Ma'am, I'll need to say nowadays Google is everything. If a child wants to ask the Google uncle everything. But
Yeah,
a teacher is the one. Teacher is having a special space here, which the teacher emotionally supports the child. And without a teacher, what I think that without a teacher, yes, the child will get the education, but education only for the grades.
absolutely.
Teacher is there, mentor are there, counselors are there to help them out to having a holistic development of a child.
Yeah, right. There is information flooded on the Google, but how to absorb that information, how
Exactly.
to filter out that information, that is where the teacher plays a very important role. And yes, when a child is educated under nest of a teacher, he also understand how emotionally balanced he can be, how he is ready to face any kind of situation. So that is where the human intervention is required. Howsoever we technologically we become advanced, humans are always required to nurture the child and prepare them for life. So wonderful, ma'am. It's great thoughts here coming from you. Going ahead in our next question, ma'am. It says that, that annual academic results of a school is one of the markers parents look for when searching for good schools. Along with that, they also prefer good infrastructure like labs and playgrounds, and of course, the good school branding. So, what are the curricular activities that schools should adopt and participate in, according to you? As to all my viewers, ma'am has been bestowed by Best Teachers Award for Science Olympiad by Science Olympiad Foundation. So, what are those activities, ma'am?
Ma'am, I need to share here that extracurricular activities provide the students with an opportunity to learn, to practice things on a practical level. And it not only provides a break from the regular studies, but also help the students to improve their health. It is a way to bind with the different people and often enhance the team spirit within the child. It says that when we are talking about, many schools are having these competitive exams in the form of olympiads, in which students, still from the beginning, they started working for these exams. And these exams are preparing the future students for the students for the future, like JEE, NEET, etc. Any competitive exam, if they, the school are having giving an opportunity to the students to perform, to sit for these exams still from the beginning, and they'll be expert till the time they have to appear in the JEE and NEET, any other competitive exam like IAS, whatsoever you can say. And on the other side, when we are talking about other things, we are having British Council programs through which the students are having their exchange programs, cultural programs, academic exchange, everything. First they'll do it in inter-district, later on national, and after that at international levels also.
Right.
Many of the schools, they have started like this. Another extracurricular activity, if we'll go through, that is IAYP, Indian International Award for Young People. Through these programs, students will come to know how to work with the community people, how to do the community services. And later on, as we know that maximum of them, they are working for the NGOs, so they choose this as their own career. That is the main thing. There are n number of extracurricular activities like NSS, NCC. Through NCC, students will choose their own career for the defense and all. They'll go ahead with these. By giving an opportunity to the students for having a chance for these different extracurricular activities, so they obviously they'll grow with that team spirit and know how to work in a team. That is my view from my side. Yes, the school must provide the students with the extracurricular activities.
So true, and these days the one word which is heard multiple times is collaboration, collaboration, and collaboration.
Collaboration.
We all look, that our children should be able to collaborate and work together, because the pandemic has brought the world closer. Now the opportunities are skyrocket. There are so many opportunities, provided how well you gel in with the people of different caste, different creed, and how well do you just fit in. So yes, you rightly said, multiple kind of exposures at school level is very much required. So these kind of activities definitely support the children to face the world better and help them to just adapt, to be adept at. So that is a wonderful thing. To all my dear school leaders, ensure that you have these multiple kind of collaborative learning opportunities with different universities from around the world. These days there are so many, inter-school things happening at international level also. So there has been exchange programs happening, so this is very much required and must be practiced, like ma'am has done in her school. So moving ahead in our conversation, ma'am, you have spent quite a few years as an educator. It's a long journey, and while growing and going through this journey, I'm sure many people have come across in your life. I would like to know from you that one educationist that you look upon for your advice, inspiration, and support.
uh, all people are working and they are having their own goals. They wanted to achieve those goals, but you require someone to ignite that spark in you. And I'll proudly say, yes, my seniors helped me out to have to ignite that spark in me to achieve my goals. Right from my immediate senior to my super senior under whom I worked, I learned n number of things. They trusted me, they showed me the path of the success, and they gave me the mantras how to walk, and uh, what skills I do require to walk on that path. As what I am here, I need to dedicate few words for my seniors, that I am richer than I ever imagined. You are the reason for my success. You are what made who I am today. This is all uh, what I need to say for my seniors. Uh, yes, my father is a big inspiration for me. He helped me a lot to reach at this stage. I wanted to share this thing with you that, yes, along with my seniors, he is the person who helped me a lot and make us like this.
Wonderful, ma'am. It's great to know this that you had such amazing seniors who always believed in the growth of the team which is below them, and they always wanted to see that how they can help to groom the team they have just following their footsteps. And with these kinds of people always in our lives, there is always a growing curve for us. Everyone loves to grow, right? So on this beautiful note of growing and reaching to the growth curve, we have reached to a very interesting segment of the show. This is called rapid fire round. All right, ma'am. So are you ready for a very fun rapid fire round?
Yes.
All right. So here goes the first question. What are your hobbies? What you like to do when you're not with kids around working?
Ma'am, when kids are not here, I just wanted to spend my time with problem solving. As my subject is mathematics, so I wanted to solve n number of problems, either competitive for a competitive exams or for other things.
So do you think that mathematics is the most dreaded subject by all?
Uh, in the beginning, the students are having a fear of mathematics, but when they'll get a proper mentor who will guide them properly, I don't think that any subject will be easier than this subject.
I absolutely agree with you, ma'am. And when the children start loving numbers, their life automatically becomes simpler. It helps in all walks of lives. It helps us to be better at planning and executing
And
too.
it is a subject which you people not only require during your studies, it will help you out till your life, till the last of your life, whenever you want.
That's
That
so
is the
true.
main thing.
I completely agree with you, ma'am. So going ahead in our next question, do it yourself is a good activity because
Whatever we'll learn by doing, that have proper impact on our brain, and no one will forget that thing. What normally says self experience. If you have any experience of anything, that will not forget, and through experience, either it is for a success or for a failure, we learn n number of things from that.
absolutely, and
Impact
that
of
is
learning by doing is more rather than cramming and while seeing also.
absolutely when you experience anything, you don't forget it. It's kind of imprinted on your mind, and you retain it for a much longer period, and you know the pros and cons of the application of that particular
Yes.
thing. So wonderful to know this. Going ahead in our next question, any non-academic activity you pursue diligently?
uh, Non-academic, I'll say I like to have badminton, playing badminton while my free time. I play with my kids and whosoever will be free at home in the evening.
All right, wonderful. So you love playing badminton. Coming to the next question, two famous recipes of Jammu are.
The first is rajma chawal,
Mhm.
the main,
All right.
and the second one, if you'll say, that is uh, chane bhatura.
All right. So Rajma Chawal and Chana Bhatura are two famous dishes of Jammu. Coming to the last question in this segment, ma'am, we would like to know from you a funny or a weird incident in your life.
Funny incident. Uh, One day, in during evening, I was sleeping, and it was 6 when I saw it's 6. Oh my god, I started getting ready for my school in the evening.
Oh my God.
That was when I was thinking that it's the morning, I need to rush, and I did not check it out outside or something, but I started working, getting ready for the morning, and that was the funniest
So,
incident in
so,
my life.
so who reminded you that you are not going to school right now?
Going to school, my husband came, what you are doing right now?
All
That
right,
was
that's
the
good.
funniest. And even
Yeah.
on Sunday, that day was
Oh,
Sunday.
so this shows how much you love your work, right? You're so much into the routine of it that you like, you're like, all
I
right, you will
never
miss on
forget that
Sunday.
the day. I
Yeah.
never ever forget that.
Right. So it was really a funny incident. So it was interesting to know you in this segment, ma'am. Now we have reached to the last question of the show. This is called Viewer's Choice question. And this question goes like, education is not limited to schooling. Once students pass out of the school, they are confused about making a career decision and about other life challenges. So, should school invest in career guidance workshop for their students before they venture out for higher education?
From my point of view, nowadays it's yes, because n number of career options are there. It's just like even if we are throwing a child into the sea without knowing how to swim, that is the main. After your 12th, the students are having n number of paths, but they are not, they don't know how to decide on which path they need to move. Nowadays all the maximum schools are having these type of workshops and webinars, which will give guidance to the students to let them decide what they need to opt for. And these webinars and workshops will help the students future ready. Career counseling also leads to the internal introspection of the child, that the students will come to know about their weaknesses, their interests, their strengths. Sometimes, in these webinars and workshops, uh, they come to know about their own interest, what they want to do. And obviously these things will help them a lot. And as 2 years back I wanted a career option for my child, myself. It's very difficult for a child himself nowadays. It's not like that parents want their child to become a doctor and they will become. It's not like they are having their own likes and dislikes for their career options. So it brings out one's interest to pursue their career and guides the students in their own way.
You're right.
This activity results in the evaluation of their goals and expectations, what exactly they want to do. And for maximum of us, it's a myth that career counseling is about college admission. I needed to share this thing. It's not like that. The ones those who are thinking, it's not like that, but it will help a child to choose a correct path. I need to share a quote here, that everybody is a genius. Everybody is a genius. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, I don't think that is a right thing. The best ability of a fish is to swim, not to climb a tree. So that means we need not to uh, tell the students or force a child to do this or that according to our own interests. No, let them decide on their own. And these career counseling workshops and webinars help those students to match their career opportunities. Nowadays students are getting confused about their decision, but due to these they will be able to choose their correct path and get the right decision for their future endeavors. That's what I need to share with you.
Beautifully explained, ma'am. I think there is a very important message out there for our parents. So, parents, you did your work by choosing the right school for your child. Now, let them decide their career path. And ma'am rightly said, there are so many options available right out there. It's not easy task for your child also to decide. Even as parents, we are also not aware about so many career options available with technological advancements. The opportunities are numerous. So, what these career fairs does is they tell the child about multiple career options. Then the child takes a decision. All right, this is where my interest lies, and accordingly he opts for his higher education. And things will complicate more with NEP coming in, because when you will start getting an yearly
Yes.
diploma, because it
Now
talks about the
CBSE
annual
also.
diploma.
CBSE
Yeah,
also is giving chances. They are also arranging these webinars and workshops for the career counseling, and they are also guiding the students to choose the right path.
absolutely. So this is a wonderful step taken by CBSE, and again, I'm sure in next 2-3 years we will see that a child is getting a diploma, an yearly diploma, with the which
Skill education is
he,
there. Skill based
yeah,
education, they are
education is
in
there.
during according to the NAP, the students will choose.
Right, right. And I think it's wonderful because it is getting giving them work experience along with education. So as they
Right.
complete their graduation, also they can have a lot of internships going on in between, which will truly help them to see what the real world is like and what all extra things they need to learn. So beautiful thoughts here by ma'am, shared by ma'am here. It's wonderful to have you today, ma'am. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation, ma'am. And Neetu, ma'am, you're building a great future for the children in your school, and I hope they become bright leaders of tomorrow. So, I, on behalf of my viewers, thank you for taking out time to talk to us, share your vision and journey as an educator, and challenging our thoughts that will benefit our society and world in a big way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.